Hey, I'm Dr. Ruth Roberts, your pet's ally. And a couple of months ago, I started talking a little bit more about omega-3 fatty acids and, more importantly, a test called the Omega-3 Index for Pets, brought to us by a company called Omega Quant. And I wanted to show you. I got the results back finally for Pepe and Hayo, and so I wanted to show you first, and mine too. I wanted to show you first what the results look like for a person. And so this is my test result. It is really pretty high, but I am also taking a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. I'm literally taking 4 grams per day. So for those of you that have you have some frame of reference, sort of the standard issue fish oil pill is about 1,200 milligrams of fish oil and about 270 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids. So it's first of all, when you choose a product, it is super important to check that out. And so this was awesome because this is where I wanted to be. I have some issues with chronic inflammation, and it was important to me to be able to get my results this high to help control some of the issues I've been experiencing. And to be honest, the results have been great. My cholesterol is the closest to normal it has been in well over a decade. Now, if we compare that with Pepe and Hayo's test, so to that end, I am happy to show you their results. And on the left-hand side, you're looking at Pepe's results, and on the right-hand side, you are looking at Hayo's. Now, there's a couple of things I want to point out. One is that they were on omega-3 fatty acids for about 3 months prior to this test being run because I wanted to see, am I actually achieving the appropriate levels that they need to keep themselves healthy? And they were both taking VF Omega by Standard Process. I think it's a great product. And they were taking about a half a capsule each. So for Hayo, that was appropriate. And in fact, a little bit higher than what she needed. She needed about 150 milligrams per day, and Pep needed about 295 milligrams a day. So a little bit low for him. Each of the VF Omega capsules contains about 450 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acid. So that's 225 a piece, low for Pep, appropriate for Hayo. But at the end of the day, there's still she's not in the desirable range. She's just barely in there, not at that 3%. Pepe is just barely in that normal range at 3.02%. So the reason I did this is I wanted to know what they needed. Hayo's demands are higher because she has a lot of anxiety, and so her little brain needs all the omega-3 fatty acids she can get. Pep is older. He's 13. He has just been diagnosed with kidney disease. His creatinine is starting to elevate at about 3.5. So he's got some elevated demands as well. What this does is it helps me know, okay, where do I need to go? So at the normal sort of baseline dose of 50 to 75 milligrams per kilogram, we're just barely there. So that lets me know that I really need to crank the dose up for both of them. Now, the kidney dosing recommendation, I think, is somewhere around 75 milligrams per kilogram per day. I know this isn't cutting it for Pep, and so probably what I'll do is put him on about 100 to maybe 150 milligrams per kilogram per day. Same thing for Hayo, because I want to make sure that her little brain has all the omega-3 fatty acids it needs to stay calm and stay cool. So what that's going to do is cause a dose adjustment for both of them. So if I increase the dose for Hio to 100 milligrams per kilogram, she's about 7 pounds, so that's going to make her dosage somewhere around 318 milligrams per day. And for Pepe, he's around 13 pounds, and that's going to make his dose somewhere around 590 milligrams per day. So that the VF Omega capsules, I love them. I think they're a great product, but because of what I just told you, it makes dosing difficult for pets that are small, especially. So what we'll be doing is using a liquid fish oil. And I find that many of you are facing the same problem, and especially if you have large breed dogs or really tiny pets, this is where a liquid becomes so much more helpful. And so for that reason, we're going to be bringing back the Crock Pet fish oil. This is a human quality supplement. I take it myself. It is great because it is 2,800 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids per teaspoon. And so that makes it super easy for me to dose because I can figure out what dose I need and then I know how many teaspoons or what have you to give. So what we'll do is restart with this liquid, and for Pepe, we'll need to give about a quarter of a teaspoon per day, which will take him to about 700 milligrams. So we, at some point may end up backing the dose down a bit. And for Hio, we'll give about an eighth of a teaspoon. So it does need to go in the refrigerator, but super easy to use. And then what I'll do next is actually retest these guys about 3 to 4 months after they've been on this higher dose to make sure we're actually where they need to be. So that's what I have for you. I wanted to share this information with you as a quick update about how this can be useful. And encourage you, if you have a pet that's got some serious health issues where controlling inflammation would be useful, to order the Omega Quant test and find out where your pet is. It is super simple to do. There are tons of videos out there about how to do at-home blood sugar monitoring. And so literally that same technique, that's about the same amount of blood that you would need to put on the Omega Quant card and send off to get your pet's omega-3 levels tested. And you can also ask your veterinarian to just put a drop of blood on the card, drop that card in its little plastic bag in the mail, and then you'll get results back within about 2 weeks. So super easy to do, really useful information clinically so that you know, all right, am I really getting down the appropriate dose so that we're controlling my pet's inflammation level appropriately. So that's what I've got for you today. I'm Dr. Ruth Roberts, your pet's ally. And remember, your pet's best health starts in the bowl. Thanks.